Hello YouTube, how are you doing? BMAZ007 here. I'm going to do a quick review for you on my KWA M4 RIS. I'm going to try to do this again because my last video was in the middle of it and the camera started glitching. So I'm going to make this fast. Hopefully it won't start doing that. I'll have to get a new camera, I guess. Anyway, this is about the KWA M4 RIS. I've had this gun for probably about 2 years. I have a bunch of airsoft guns. We'll go into all the other guns later on. But right now, what I've done to this gun so far is not stock, but stock. It shoots 2 O's around 400 FPS. 2 5s are around 360, 70-ish range. I only use 2 5s for all my guns right now. Even my kids' combat machines that I've tweaked out, 2 5s. This gun, though, however, I'll use 2 8s or 30s when I'm in a airsoft battle, and I go in with the snipers with this because it shoots very, very hot. So, and our field has raised the FPS from 350 to 400 and 500 with snipers now, which they haven't done before. Anyway, I have a Systema M130 spring in here. I have a Bravo red piston head. It's a heavy-duty, lightweight piston, and I also have a Guardian. What's it called? Garter, I guess. Guardian. Ported piston head. It's aluminum, and I also have a heavier bucking in here because the bucking before was not working the way the velocity was traveling. This shoots roughly around 590 with 2 O's. I don't like to use 2 O's in here. I'm using, I'll use 2 5s, and that's cornering around, what's the 2 6s are around 465, 470, and with 30s it's going around 440, which is nice. Like I said, I have to kind of hang back with the other snipers. I don't really like to engage. I don't engage anybody with this when they're too close. Either I'll get shot or I'll use my pistol if I can. It's just, you know, so it's kind of a pain to take and use. I'll use my GNP or something else for that. All I have to say is KWA. This gun is made, when I took it apart and looked at the internals on here, really, really nicely made. It was shimmed good. The gear and everything was nice and heavy. Pain in the ass putting the spring in here, though, because the Systema springs are longer and the KWA springs are a little short. So I went with the 130, and I believe the stock spring that came with this is like a 120, but it's shorter. So I don't know. I don't know if I should have went that route, because I would be able to use this more often. Even, you know, it's just a little too hot. Unless we're in big wide open fields, I'll do it, but I don't use this a lot because of that. Other mods, I just changed the orange barrel on here, the flash hider, to a stock one. I'm using an AIM AIM 4-power scope on here. The rate of fire, I'm using a LiPo 11-1. I bought it from Elite Batteries. It's a 2,000 mAh battery. Works phenomenal. What else? Don't know what else to say. Everything else is pretty much stock exteriorly wise. I have a little rail on the bottom here to keep this when I have to rest this. I don't scratch the bottom of the rails. It feeds just about any kind of clip you could put in it. Only thing I would say, I don't know if this is great for everybody. You know, little guys or, you know, guys who don't want to carry something too heavy, because this gun is heavy. It's made real well. I do have a real M4, Stag Arms M4, and this is actually heavier than that. So it's a little bit of a bear, but it's made really, really, really well. I will do some chronographing for you. It's a little on the windier side, and our property goes back about close to 200 feet, and it reaches out to about 200 feet. So not much problem with that. So anyway, I will get the chronograph set up, and give me a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, here you go. These are with 2 5s. I just did one. It's 484.7. Sorry, I thought the camera was on. 463.6. You know what? That must have been a, hold on. 464. These might be the 3.0s. Hang on, I mixed them up. Well, anyway, these might be 2.5s. These are 2.5s. 462.7. 465.1 looks like. 463.8. 464. 464.4. 456. 463. So you can see that this is shooting roughly about in a 460 range with 2.5s, which is about right, because with the 30s it's about 440. But anyway, here she is. It's got the Crane stock on here, which holds the LiPo batteries inside. I have 3. I have 2 going this way and 1 running down the bottom. I have an AIM scope on it, the handrail. I do have I use the 4-power scope on this because I'm doing a lot of long distance shooting with it. So, oh yes, I also put an EDGI 6.01 barrel on here also, which definitely helps the groups. It's extremely accurate. The only thing is the 2.5s. I'm just doing it for chronographing now, but they float up. I have the hop up down, and they're a little bit too light for this gun. So 2.8s at the minimum, and but 3.0s are a real sweet spot with this. So anyway, here she is, and maybe I'll do a part 2 video of the accuracy of this with 30s, but my battery is going dead on my scope. So anyway, this is BMAS 007. Please sign on my link, and thank you very much for watching.